All right, time for some morning slop. Come on, MorePegasus. Give us the daily news. Gotta start our day off right. Here we go.
Welcome back to a series so Super Mario. Even this Koopa Troopa subscribed in today's video. After Hassan's appearance on Iranian TV...
Why do I feel like the Koopa Troopa actually strangely looks a lot like MorePegasus himself? Or Pegasus, rather. It's crazy to me how much MorePegasus's channel has blown up. He's got his original channel, Pegasus, which I used to watch all the time, and now he posts there like once every 6 months or whatever. Switched over to MorePegasus, doing almost entirely slop, and I love it. I love my slop. It's so good. All right, back to it.
In today's video. After Hassan's appearance on Iranian TV, Sneeko is very pleased and asking him to join forces. The Re-God Squadron, a Twitch user, has decided to test if Hassan Piker has favoritism on Twitch by quoting him word for word in Twitch chat. Turns out they got banned in under 2 minutes.
Yeah,
Only
that checks
Kaya
out.
is shocked. Asmongold is calling out Hassan for once again making every single thing about Israel, even when unrelated. Hassan has responded predictably, trying to smear Asmon as an agent of Israel, even giving him the Israel shock collar.
Can Hassan say anything that isn't related directly to Israel? The man he's obsessed. Strictly Israel all the time.
Hassan fans are gathering in real life in New York City to openly support terrorists, particularly the groups Hamas and Hezbollah, while also being pro-LGBT. Absolutely zero brain cells in the crowd. Resident Evil Cocklord Sneeko is back and is beefing with Andrew Tate after he claimed he was gay. Sneeko has responded and is shocked at the betrayal. Two Re-Gods fighting. Classic.
Yep.
Degen streamer Destiny has confronted rank #1 assassin 45-year-old cat lady Taylor Lorenz regarding the shock collar sign.
Oh God, Taylor Lorenz. Oh boy. The only proof necessary to prove to the world that you don't have to be a guy to be a simp. She is the simpiest woman, just after Hassan. Oof. I do not envy her.
Saga. Subscribe or you appear on TV with Hassan and Sneeko. You're cocked.
Let's up those numbers!
Now let's begin. Right, welcome back to the Pegasus channel, greatest place on the internet by far.
Welcome back to the Pegasus
last time, Hassan appeared on Iranian TV next to Sneeko because the government was using him for propaganda, which pretty much shows you which side he's on.
Your boy was on Iranian news.
این واقعا زننده است.
I have never seen.
من تا حالا همچین رقم فروشایی تو عمرم
They put me with Sneeko. No, I didn't realize. No, turn it off. Turn that shit off.
Well, turns out his
I never get tired of. Oh, I shouldn't. I shouldn't enjoy it as much as I do. It's definitely some schadenfreude of hearing Hassan crash out over just about anything. Oh God. There's few people in this world that I think are just like truly evil people, and Hassan is one of those people.
partner in crime, Sneeko, has responded and is absolutely loving it. Sneeko cracks up at Hassan's reaction to being lumped in with him on Iranian state TV, invites him to Medina.
Goddamn mind that people sit there and
این واقعا برام باور نکردنی.
I have never seen.
من تا حالا همچین رقم فروشایی تو
No! They put me with Sneeko! No! I didn't realize! No!
Definitely a two idiots fighting situation. Oh, good lord. Oh. They should box. I'd watch that. I don't watch boxing. I don't watch much fighting at all, or sports at all, but I'd watch Sneeko and Hassan go at it.
No! turn it off. Turn that shit off. No!
Gypsy Crusader is a white.
Get mad? I don't know. Like, what do you want me to say? He thought he had his moment. He thought he had his moment. Bro crashed out. Stream stuff aside, you should come to Medina, bro. Real talk. All differences aside, Hassan. Look, apparently Iranian state media is saying we have stuff in common. I think you would enjoy it here.
Yeah, you're both retards. You're both idiots. That's what you have in common.
Right. Yeah. You guys got a lot in common. Of course, the Sneeko and Hassan alliance is going to go absolutely crazy. I mean, I encourage it, to be honest, because imagine the content I would get, right? The amount of cinema that can be derived by these two regards actually getting together. I mean, I don't think it's ever going to happen because, because obviously Hassan doesn't like the guy at all. But I feel like Sneeko would be willing to extend the olive branch, right? He's kind of like grifting to any which way possible. At least Hassan is steadfast in his ideals of only the left-wing grifting, right?
No. That's not true. Hassan would love to be able to collaborate with Asmongold. Absolutely love it. There's nothing he would like more than to be able to be in the presence of Asmongold and live off of his clout.
Right? But yeah, imagine they become like the dynamic duo, like Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy. Their superhero names would be Dictator Dick Eater and Terrorist Schlangsucker. They were together. They can spread the gospel of terrorists everywhere. Great stuff. They can watch the music videos together, Yeah, you two have many things in common, including supporting a terrorist regime, and you seem very happy about it. I don't think the Saudi Arabian government is going to be happy with Sneeko streaming a clip of himself on Iranian state TV. Yeah, Sneeko is a complete moron. He doesn't realize that, hey, yeah, they don't actually support terrorism, right? That big ass grin on his face. He's like that little, annoying little cousin or something. Horseshoe theory at its finest. Yeah, when you're extremely regarded, you sort of meet in the middle of both ends, There we got the Peter Parker meme when you're looking at Sneeko, but it's actually Hassan. They're the same person. Now, remember last video how Hassan said, enjoy your PTSD to a US veteran and did not get banned again for violating terms of service on Twitch? Well, somebody actually decided to test that theory and check if Hassan is actually a protected person on Twitch. And they simply typed out what he said in chat, word for word, a Hassan quote, and the results are shocking to say the least. Asmongold reacts to a Twitch user being banned in a minute and a half for using the same language Hassan did during his rant against a veteran chatter. Right, so this is like a longer clip, just bear with me, but it literally took them less than 2 minutes to ban someone for quoting Hassan word for word. And this is in a chat, right? This wasn't a clip that's going viral or anything. This is like the automated bot system or something like that. Right, here we got the Reddit post testing Hassan Piker famous PTSD quote on Twitch. And
Yeah, this doesn't surprise me at all that somebody would be banned for any of the rhetoric that Hassan has.
They're going through the steps here.
You get a 7-day ban if you quote Hassan Piker on Twitch. What? Create a Twitch account. Copy paste. Word for word. What he said.
Balls remaining, or did a fucking IED explode them for you, dumbass? Shut the fuck up. Talking about Islam.
Report the chat message. Hateful conduct. Encouraging hateful behavior.
Shut your bitch ass up. Go enjoy your fucking PTSD, asshole. Fuck you. You're a danger to your family.
No way you're speedrunning.
And a danger to yourself, douchebag.
Okay, I believe you.
Speedrun ban time?
Law, that's getting clipped, Lamont. I don't give a fuck, dude. Shut the fuck up.
Okay, I believe you.
Shut up, I'll give a
If you
fuck!
go to Iraq and you learn that lesson, you realize that was wrong,
Oh, shut up, mate.
you come back from Iraq and you fucking talk about how...
So it's 42 seconds so far.
What do you think? How long is it going to be, chat? I think he may have actually showed it earlier that it was less than 2 minutes. That doesn't surprise me at all. God, Hassan's rhetoric is so incredibly hateful. It does not surprise me that you get banned for posting it. Yes, he's the golden boy of Twitch, and yes, that is part of the reason why I'm choosing not to stream on Twitch, why I came over to Kick, because I cannot stand the idea of him and his audience, and nope. Some people think that we should be trying to kind of reclaim that in a sense, like not to move on and like abandon the platform to them, but I cannot. I don't know. I'm just not interested in being there. I'm not interested in dealing with Twitch moderation and their constant rules for some people but not for others. It's just not worth it. It's not worth that headache to even try. So I'm here on Kick for that purpose, to try and hoping that this ends up being a better platform and moderated more fairly. I just want like even rules for everyone, where we know what rules we're playing under, and not having to like hope and pray that the moderator gods will not take offense to something we're saying. Like, take offense, whatever, I don't care, you can be offended, but it doesn't mean someone's wrong or should have their account banned or whatever. So anyways, I'm getting into a segue. Point being, this won't take long.
Blue suit less on both sides? I agree.
Uh-huh.
Yes, Chatter, you are not wrong.
Back to Twitch.
It's been a somewhat of a failure. This orange stream was like 20. Some people don't like that. Some people don't like the reacts on it.
What was it? Was it a minute? So we're at a minute 34. Let's find the frame when it actually hit, when the ban hit. Suspended from streaming for 7 days. 7-day ban. 132. So what, 133? Sorry, frame by framing. Not even a minute 33. 1.5 minutes.
Some people don't like the reacts on it.
You are no. You are temporarily suspended from streaming for 7 days.
Yep.
I mean, are you kidding me? Does Twitch enforce their TOS? Yes, they do.
Yeah, they enforce it all right. Sure.
Oh my god. Twitch appeals portal.
For some.
He refreshed it. Ban for hateful conduct.
Why is Israel doing this? Like, why is this allowed?
Well, I guess that's it. So apparently, yeah, does PTSD stand for post-traumatic stress disorder? I think something like that, yeah. And no shot. So he actually got banned in a minute and a half for saying the exact thing that Hassan said on his stream. Wow.
And ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. 100% undeniable proof that Twitch is biased, that Twitch actually does play favorites, and Twitch obviously protects Hassan Piker. Now, we already knew this through about 500 other instances of him.
Yeah, we absolutely already knew this. This is not anything new or surprising in the least that Twitch protects Hassan Piker. And honestly, I don't think it's in their best interest to do so. I think they think it's in their best interest. Even if they're trying to push a narrative, right? If they're trying to, if they're like some extreme leftist narrative wanting to push, communism. I'm not even sure how to classify Hassan Piker other than hateful, so it takes me a while to find words for it. But if they're trying to push some sort of like communist utopia, if they're trying to push strong left-leaning ideology, it would be in their best interest to let him fail, to enforce the rules evenly and fairly. Let him get banned, let him fail, let someone new on the left to rise up and essentially take his place. Someone that can have decent ideas or at least decent rhetoric, but they keep holding on to him, and it's actually to their own detriment. It's causing the people that are center or right-leaning, like I consider myself pretty center, causing everyone in the center to look at their side and say gross. Like I don't want to be any part of that. Ick. It's like genuinely him being your spokesperson is terrible. And you don't want him to fail, because then you feel like, oh, if he's failing, then our whole side is failing. But like, much like capitalism, there's a creation through destruction. Like some things have to fail for other things to rise up and create something better. And that's not what we're getting out of the left right now. They are continuing to prop up the worst voices to keep them in this point of power or whatever, where they really could be doing so much better. I would love, absolutely love, for people on the left, for Democrats, I don't know if it's going to come from the Democratic Party, but I would love for people on the left to create, or, sorry, fumbling over words this morning. I would love for them to give me a choice in politician, like that is actually a hard choice for me. Make it actually difficult. Give me someone that's actually speaking some sense. I want the left to do well. I'm not some like fervent, ooh, right wing always, yeah. Like I want there to be a sane choice on both sides. Someone that makes me really have to ponder about what I think is best. But that's not what we're getting. That's not what we're getting out of Hassan Piker. That's not what we're getting out of the modern left. Anyways, enough on that segue. I will keep going with more Pegasus slop.
Violating TOS. I mean, this dude was asking to murder people, and specific people as well, including senators.
You would kill Rick Scott.
Yeah, kill them. Kill those motherfuckers and murder those motherfuckers.
Yeah, this is I'm sorry, it's pausing again already, but this is another example of him just absolutely calling for violence. He is absolutely encouraging his chat, which is a large chat, to call for to become violent. I don't know, that's just unacceptable to me. That's not the sort of discussion we should ever be having, because as soon as you turn to violence, talking stops. And I don't know. I guess maybe that's what he desires. Maybe he doesn't want the talking to continue and he wants violence. He says he doesn't, and then he calls for violence, and then he says he's peaceful, and then he calls for violence. And so, you know, I can't say what's going on in his head. I'm not in his head, thank God. But but they need to stop with the violent rhetoric. People will say, oh, both sides, oh, the right does it too, blah, blah, blah. That's oh God. It is so disproportionately coming from the left. It absolutely is very disproportionate in the amount of violent rhetoric. It's coming from the left. I that's not to say it's okay when people on the right do it. It's not. But to frame it like, oh, both sides need to calm down. I don't know. I don't understand how someone can look at that situation and look at the political situations that we are in. Charlie Kirk getting shot, burning down Teslas, also like actual violence in the street, being pushed forward through the left wing, and saying, well, occasionally there's someone on the right that does something violent, so both sides need to stop. It's like, no, this is, at least call a spade a spade.
In the street, let the streets soak in their fucking red capitalist bloods, dude.
I mean, in my opinion, that's like pretty much perma-bannable at that point already if you're advocating murder. But yeah, the
Absolutely
fact
it
that
is.
you can quote him one-to-one and they ban you in 2 minutes. Now, let's just go over the possibilities here, okay? Number one, it was a robot that actually banned.
And it should be bannable. Not only is it bannable, it should be bannable. Calling for violence is a crime. It is. It's a crime to call for violence.
This Twitch chatter, right? Because it happened in less than 2 minutes. Chances are there's not a human there, and the robot is just set to ban people who talk like that, right? Who make statements like that. So my question is the bot then disabled for the Hassan Piker stream? Or does it like not track that or something? Do they have a special different bot for Hassan? So according to that theory, that would indicate that there's a completely separate rule set for Hassan Piker, right? Or there's option two. It was actually a Twitch employee who saw the report of what...
If I were to guess, it probably is a bot that banned this account. But part of the reason why they got banned, it wasn't just if trying to steel man it as much as possible. It probably banned them and not Hassan because theirs was a new account. This was the only content on their account. And it looks more like spam than it is. Like it is intentionally hateful content. Whereas Hassan makes them a lot of money. Hassan's been streaming for a long time. He has a large backlog. So even if you take the things that he said that are absolutely bannable, but you say, well, 1% of the things that he says are absolutely bannable, compared to creating this new account where 100% of the things that you've said are bannable. I'd say that's probably, some of that logic probably is built into the bot. But that's just an assumption.
was being typed, read it, and instantly banned the person in under 2 minutes. Now, if that is actually the case there, and if Twitch is actually so incredibly competent that they work so fast, they actually have so many employees moderating that they can actually do this in 2 minutes, then how was it that they missed Hassan saying this stuff when this clip was going viral everywhere, right? It's basically impossible to miss, and we all know the answer there. They're basically in cahoots with Hassan, right? Play the birthday clip.
Happy birthday to you.
What the?
This is the cringiest thing in the world. Oh, good Lord. This happy birthday stream or video that they did for Hassan is just peak cringe. Oh, it hurts my soul to watch
The
this.
fuck?
Happy birthday to
Every
you.
time.
Happy birthday, dear Hassan.
This is crazy.
Happy birthday to you.
Yeah, I mean, I wonder why he wasn't banned, guys. Maybe because the entire staff is fucking simping for this guy and they love his politics or whatever, right? So this has got to be extremely frustrating being like a regular Twitch streamer, seeing this one dude who has complete immunity, breaking all the rules left and right.
Yeah, again, like I said earlier, that's part of the reason why I'm streaming on Kick and choosing not to try and start streaming on Twitch, is because they have such separate rules for people on Twitch that if I were to say something even slightly off color and I'm not the size of Asmongold or Hassan, then I absolutely would be banned off of Twitch. And that's just not a headache that I want to have to deal with. So I'm trying here on Kick. I've heard that Kick is much better about the moderation, that it's much more even-handed. We'll see. We'll see if they ban me. All right, let's keep going.
And still crying and playing victim, saying Twitch is a right-wing platform. Twitch is desperately trying to ban you. Like, if they wanted you gone, you'd be gone ages ago. They have like 50 reasons to permaban you.
Yeah, the idea that Twitch is a right-wing platform is just absurd and completely unfounded. There's nothing that Hassan has presented that I've seen that even leans a little bit of semblance towards that, a little bit of credence towards that.
People responded, so when's the ban coming, Twitch? Never, literally never. This just showed complete favoritism. And this wasn't even another streamer saying it as well, which we had this situation as well where Ethan was like playing Hassan Piker clips and stuff, and then he got banned as well. So we've had literally every instance of this, right?
It got banned for encouraging or glorifying extreme violence.
Whoa.
That's fucking
Wow.
that's Hassan's content that's on your platform that he didn't get in trouble for.
Hassan needs to be permanently banned from Twitch, YouTube, and every other platform, including any future accounts he makes. This man needs to be deplatformed completely. The day Hassan gets banned from Twitch is the day we know Twitch has finally done something right. Bro,
Yeah,
I
it's not gonna
would
happen.
literally question reality at that point. If I heard Hassan got literally
not gonna
permabanned,
happen.
I would probably, pinch myself, check.
The only way that something like that would happen is if someone purchases Twitch from Bezos and does it almost specifically for the purpose of banning Hassan. Hassan is probably one of the few people on their platform, relatively few people on their platform, that actually make them any sort of money. Now, my understanding is that Twitch is bleeding money, like absolutely bleeding finances, and is just a net loss to Amazon every year. But I would guess that Hassan is one of the few that brings in more money for Twitch than it costs for them to host. So I don't think they're getting rid of him anytime soon. Not on a monetary reason, not on a ideological reason, not on a he's broken every rule reason. They'll give him the occasional 1 day vacation on the day that he already wasn't going to be streaming. That's about it. They're not going to do anything more than that.
I'm not dreaming. Am I in like some sort of simulation? I'd probably go up to my closest family members and try to like poke them in the face, be like, are you sure you weren't replaced by aliens or something? Because like Hassan Piker got permabanned. I don't think we're in the same timeline anymore. At Twitch, waiting for that Hassan ban, or are you guys going to be hypocrites so openly? Clock meme. Asbin and everyone should just ignore Chenk's nephew. Without hate watchers, his channel would wither and die.
That's actually that's maybe true. That might be true. If people stopped watching him as a hate watcher, he might wither. But he does make for great slop content for people like MorePegasus. Yeah, I don't. As he is, and his hateful rhetoric is actually, in my opinion, being quite helpful to the right wing. So I don't think that many people on the right are actually going to stop covering him, because it makes for good content, and yeah, it shows how crazy some on the left are.
I wish this was the case, but this is delusional. This is completely delusional. As we'll see later, Hassan does actually have real-world influence, and it is the worst kind possible. How are people still surprised, and it's the dear Twitch staff or something? This is a blast from the past. Oh my god. If you guys were here during that time, holy OG fans. Moving on to Hassan addressing a chatter. Apparently this guy's fans are so insufferable. They talk about politics at their workplace, and they talk about XQC debating Hassan or whatever.
Cringe.
I don't believe a single Hassan fan is actually employed. Like, unironically, we joke about employment on this channel, like, as a meme, but based on your messages, I have literally, like, every profession watching. We got people who work at fucking nuclear reactors watching the Legendary series. That just blows my mind. Hopefully you don't hit the fucking wrong button while you know, watching a Diddy Piker episode. Be careful of that. But yeah, anyways, Hassan responds to the claim.
God, I want to actually him so bad right now. I know it's so cringe, but no, I mean nuclear reactors can explode, but nuclear reactors don't explode in the same way that like a nuclear bomb explodes. There's lots of other fail safes. They're actually they're incredibly safe. Yeah, and anyway, that's enough. I'm not gonna dive into actually in him. Okay. He lost a debate to XQC. I don't know anything about this debate with XQC. I didn't see anything on that, so let's find out.
That he lost a debate to XQC.
The other day during conversation, I forget a coworker was open to progressivism, so I started to organize. I told him about you. They said he didn't like you because you lost the debate to XQC.
How could anybody know if he actually lost the debate to XQC or not? Is anybody actually able to understand what XQC says? Does anybody actually speak XQC's gibberish? It's that dude is hard on the ears. Sometimes he has some base takes. Sometimes he has some really great takes, but it is difficult to listen to XQC.
And always give easy wins to the right, so I dropped the topic for a little bit. The conversation continued. Then he said his favorite subreddit was LSF. Now I don't know how to organize. Are you fucking joking? Neither of you should be talking about fucking Twitch streamers when talking about like organizing, okay? I mean, it's fine. Just talk about the issues, man. It's all good. Don't worry about me, all right? If that person thinks that I've lost the debate to XQC, he might be a little too lost, you know? He might be a little too lost, buddy. That guy not gonna make it. I'm keeping it real with you. That's like a guy, that's basically like, I mean, it's better than being an Asmongold watcher, but it's like not that much better than being a guy who is a Asmongold watcher and openly says it. I don't think any of the conversations that I've had with XQC be considered a debate because he does not have a decent grasp of the English language or any language really for that. We're being serious. He doesn't really have a grasp over just the language. And so makes it a little bit difficult to have a normal debate.
Listen, I say
That's fair. Like I was saying, it's hard to understand XQC. That French Canadian accent is real strong with him. Hard to understand his English. Not that I would do any better at understanding his Canadian. French. I wouldn't understand his French any better. But I don't actually doubt that Hassan lost a debate to XQC because like Hassan doesn't debate. He just calls people names and yells and gets really angry and assumes that means he wins. He doesn't actually communicate his thoughts or opinions to anyone. He just gets angry. And yeah, I think most people watching would consider the person that's just getting upset the whole time as the loser, not the one that actually won a debate. You're not winning over anybody. You're not convincing anything that way.
I say this completely unironically. XQC is smarter than Hassan. Like, legitimately, Hassan's a fucking tool, right? Now,
Yeah.
XQC might be a little, you know, verbally challenged, but at least
Yeah.
he tries to be somewhat honest. Hassan is just a colossal piece of shit, and I don't really think it's possible to win a debate against Hassan, considering this dude will just scream over you 100% of the time and call you like a racist Nazi, as he did with Ethan.
You fucking moron! You racist piece of shit!
What?
Because Iraq and the pan-Arabic
They
nationalist
left-
movements that arise out of
You are
Zionist
out of your
violence
mind.
is
Like, the best thing to do with Hassan is to
God.
just, you know, not interact with him in any way and just, state your case, right? Through videos or streaming or whatever, but don't directly talk to the guy because he's just not going to be honest. He's going to scream over you. He's going to try to get stupid gotchas or whatever, even though he gets embarrassed by just about anybody. You don't entertain an idiot. You just walk away. And we all remember the classic Hassan Piker quote, lying is OP. That's his main strategy. Of course it's OP.
Lying is OP, as I say all the time.
You can't debate someone who won't even acknowledge reality. He just consistently lies. Brother, you blamed your comment of you saying America deserved 9/11 on English being your second language. Oh.
Not only does he always lie, he's also openly claimed to be a propagandist. Like it's not something he's been even tried to hide. It's not something, I don't know, that he's ashamed of or has an issue with. He just talks shit. And you can't trust a word that comes out of his mouth because of that. Like, honestly, I don't understand how anyone trusts anything that he says, even if something sounds right. How do you trust him as a source when he talks about how lying is OP and talks about how, yes, he's a propagandist. He is a propagandist. I'm calling myself that. I am one. Yeah, I am a propagandist. Yeah. Like, I don't know. I just don't understand how anyone listens to that. And typically, to be fair, I'm of the opinion that if I don't understand, like if I don't understand someone's political opinion, like if I find myself saying, I don't understand how someone believes X, that means that I'm ignorant on the issue and I need to further research that. If anybody knows how anyone can trust the things that come out of Hassan Piker's mouth, let me know, because I would love to better understand where his fans are coming from to be able to understand why he has pull with people. But I can't. I've tried to wrap my mind around it and haven't been able to find an adequate explanation. So let me know.
My God, bro. The amount of excuses this fucking guy has. Another day, another Hassan crash out right here on the Legendary Series. Is this where we drop our best Hassan memes? Old enough to count, old enough to mount. Classic shock my dog, Gucci marks.
Shock, 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 shock my dog, I can't stop, yeah.
You see me just killing me? The shirt does not specify if he's against these things or not. Racism, bigotry, patriarchy, white supremacy, inequality, yes, he loves all of this. Hassan sure thought XCC was smart enough when he was begging him for collabs. True! He always manages to bring Asmon to every topic. Well, this time I think he did it because XCC wanted to debate him, and then he's like, I'll only debate you if you bring on Asmongold, which is like so fucking pathetic. Moving on to Asmon talking about Hassan's ultimate, Israel. He basically talks about how people are going to stop taking it seriously because it's becoming overused at this point with people like Hassan. Obviously, bringing it up when he shocked his dog, blaming it on Israel. Burnt Peanut makes fun of him. Well, he's an Israeli streamer. Anyone he doesn't like is basically Israel, right? And at a certain point, you're just not being serious anymore. You're basically just diluting the entire issue and you're inserting it where it doesn't matter, and then nobody's going to take it seriously, which is the exact opposite of what you want. Hassan calls out Asmongold's take about people eventually getting tired of blaming things on Israel. Right, so Hassan tweeted this, bro is taking back shots from Benjamin Netanyahu. Alright, and this is to the tweet, Asmon predicts people will eventually get fatigued of blaming things on Israel. And then his replies are filled with this, he's such a good boy.
I'm already tired of blaming things on Israel. Don't get me wrong. I don't think Israel is some perfect angel, but I am so tired of it's Israel's fault for everything. Like everything. The Jews made me do it. No, take some responsibility for your own life.
And it's like Asmon controlled by Israel. We got Netanyahu and Asmon like that. And then we got the classics. Why do you even live in the US? Move to Turkey and all right. Bro needs to take a shower. True. Classic. Israel's smelliest soldier. And it's fat Asmon with a bunch of cockroaches. All right. Every problem in your life is either Asmongold or Israel. And we got the classic meme.
I think that the Israel hostility is approaching a fever pitch where people will stop taking it seriously.
Yeah, this Israel stuff, yeah. The anti-Semitism stuff is fine and base, but can you please stop? Can you please stop coming after Israel? Can you guys stop? Yeah.
I don't know where you get to the idea that Asmongold is okay with anti-Semitism. I haven't seen that at all. That's never been anything that I've picked up on. Now, I don't watch his streams live or anything. I just have seen clips here and there. Okay, here and there may be a little exaggerated. I may be terminally online and watch a lot of clips of streams. But I've never got that take. So again, I don't understand where this is coming from Hassan Piker, like why he thinks that Asmongold would be okay with anti-Semitism but against Israel. That again seems unfounded to me, but you know, if there's something out there, let me know.
Not based. Where the fuck is it?
His fake laugh. God, it drives me crazy. I hate it. Oh, I'm blocking his face. Oh, whoops. I'm like right in his face. Let's see. Should move myself. Here we go. What if I'm right in the middle like that? How's that? Won't be a spec. There we go. I don't think I'll be blocking anything here. Just a little. There we go. Just take up a little bit more space.
Hold on. Oh, I was gonna show you Asmin Goy. He's doing this thing. He's doing this thing where he's like, enough, guys. I think it's enough with this Israel stuff, right? Bro, whole Twitter space is attacking Asmin Goy for that statement now. Crazy memes and shit like Bibi Doggy. Yeah, he's such a fucking idiot, dude. Again, all it takes for this man to change his perspective is like maybe 3 Reddit bots upvoting shit to the top of his Reddit, and all of a sudden he's receiving backshots like a good boy. Okay, he's like, oh, I'm Israel. Hi guys, it's based. Oh, this was my favorite one. Oh. This is my favorite one. The shock collar. Asmin. Benjamin Netanyahu said, place.
If I can give Hassan any credit, which is I'm hesitant to ever do, but to be fair, him trying to reclaim the shock collar meme is probably his best bet at improving his PR at this point. It's obviously not going away. So doing things like this, that's probably his best bet at digging himself out of that PR hole. Wonder, maybe I'll check later and see if his stream numbers have still been going down since that shock collar event.
Okay, hold up. There's so much to go over here. First off, you actually shock your dog, you fucking loser.
Yes, he does.
You don't get to make these jokes. Everybody is allowed to make dog shocking jokes except Hassan. You cannot make shock collar jokes, you piece of shit. You actually did it. This guy has hearing.
Yeah, but that's why he's trying to reclaim it, so that he can get the pressure over. He's normalizing it to try and make it seem like it's not such a bad thing that he shocked his dog.
Loss or something, bro. He cannot comprehend words. That wasn't Asmin defending Israel. He was just saying you should stop crying wolf in unrelated situations. Like a way to completely miss the point. And this is on purpose too. Like he obviously knows what he's saying. He just needs to portray Asmin as this sort of Israel dick rider so that he automatically wins the argument, right? I mean, that's his strategy against everyone. Just call them a PDF file, an Israel supporter, and yada yada yada. Just add on the list of slanderous claims. He did it to Ethan. He did it to basically every single one of his ops. It's just how he operates. And this is basically the same thing when people say, stop calling everybody Nazis, right? That's not defending Nazis. Only a complete fucking moron would draw that conclusion. They're saying, hey, if you keep misusing these terms, they're gonna lose their meaning, right? If you order DoorDash and the guy doesn't get you your correct order or your fucking Big Mac or whatever, then you can't respond by calling them a Nazi because it's not accurate, you know? It's like, you can't be like, okay, my delivery driver is an agent of Israel. They forgot my sauce. That's just not how it works, man. Goddamn.
Benjamin Netanyahu said, place. Yeah, guys. It's actually based. I'm a castrated slave, guys. Today we're going to talk about the most base country, guys. Asthma Rat making that statement only proves your point. It clearly has no real understanding of what he's talking about. When someone lacks that basic knowledge, they also fail to read the room and end up saying things that sound completely tone deaf. Yeah.
Oh my god, bro. This guy is so insufferable. Bro, he tops himself every day. And not in that way, but like, you know, he's just like, he gets more unlikable every day. Where there is a will, there is a way. Hassan is determined to be the most biggest piece of shit in this world. Pure.
Yeah, I don't know what his plan is with that. He yells at his chat. He talks about how much he hates them. He talks about how much he hates the left, how much he hates his own side, and how much he hates his chatters, calls them annoying. And to be fair, they are annoying. Oh, sneeze. Huh? Dang it, sneeze didn't come. His chat they're incredibly annoying. I've read through some of their chat, and good lord. But he's completely audience captured by them, and yet openly despises them. I don't know what he's trying to do by continuing down this spiral. I don't know. Maybe he doesn't realize he's spiraling into being a worse and worse person as he goes. Maybe there's a point he'll hit rock bottom and kind of see the light to some extent, so to speak, but I don't have a lot of hope for Mr. Hassan Piker to improve himself here.
Responded, Hassan cooking Asman as usual. Hassan
cooking Asman as usual. Hassan just leading an influence easy. What? Is this guy trying to say that God, Hassan doesn't cook Asman. Hassan just calls him names and is like, ha ha ha. It's like that's it. I don't understand how anyone can. I don't understand. Maybe someone can enlighten me to that point of view, but I don't see how one can think that Hassan is cooking Asman. And yeah.
leading an influence easy. Don't think anyone can doubt how much bigger his reach. Okay, now you're trolling. Okay, now you're actually just rage baiting. You gotta be kidding me. That's like objectively false at this point. All these replies, not a single one saying you're wrong. You're taking these facts hard, brother. YouTube numbers are factual, contradict. Tell me you're done without telling me you're done. Okay, you're just trolling at this point. You gotta be. We got the Pippa dog walk. Still don't know if he's getting that collab. Also, what's this guy's obsession with shot colors? He loves them. Notice the camera angle no longer uses the tiny dog platform. Lightning bolted. Anyways, moving on to Hassan fans in real life. What a nightmare. Now, you might think that, you know, people who support terrorists would be very scared to say their opinions. They'd be pretty shy about it, right? Because that's pretty insane. They won't openly admit it or chant it on the streets, right? You know, usually in other countries, you know, sane places, you actually get arrested for this, but not in the sewers of New York City. This place, just every time I look at it, seems to be an insane asylum.
Crowd was chanting that they support Hezbollah and Hamas, both of which are designated terror organizations. Take a listen.
Say it loud and say it clear! Say it loud and say it clear! We support Hezbollah here! We support Hezbollah here!
That is wild. What the hell? Say it loud and say it clear. We support Hezbollah here. What? People have freedom of speech. Remind yourself. Come on, TeddyGrizz. Remind yourself. People have freedom of speech. They are allowed to say things that you do not like and you do not agree with. But what the hell is that? You support Hezbollah? That's... Do they know what Hezbollah is? I'm sorry, maybe this is a little patronizing, but if I hear someone say that they support Hezbollah, I have to wonder if they actually know what Hezbollah is, because I don't see how someone in America would be supporting a terrorist organization like that. Not like, oh, maybe they're a terrorist organization. Like, no, like serious terrorist organization.
Why is this not just an automatic deportation for everybody? First Amendment doesn't count for terrorism. Think about it. Just take a step back and think about it. Think about how retarded it is that we're sitting here listening to these people.
Through hundreds of apparent.
He says that First Amendment doesn't count. Little pushback on Asman here. I think that it does count in this situation. Now, if they aren't U.S. citizens, then I think it's fully within our rights to deport them for that. However, because being if you're not a U.S. citizen, being here is a privilege, not a right. So it's not infringing on your rights to remove a privilege. It is, you could say it's infringing on your privilege, but it's not infringing on your rights. However, is assuming U.S. citizens support the words they used. Let's see. We support Hezbollah. God, that's really hard. Actually, that's really hard to say. You're not. Yeah, you are openly supporting a terrorist organization. I don't know that we can arrest them for saying that, but it depend. I think it might depend on the extent to how they support them. Simply verbal support, I don't think we can arrest them on that. But I could be wrong. I'm no lawyer. I'm not a law enforcement officer. Yeah, so I'm not familiar with the extent of those laws, because I know we do have laws against support for terrorist organizations. But I'm not sure if that needs to be like a financial support, or if simply verbalizing support can get you arrested, if it's actually against the law to just verbally support them. I don't think it should be against the law to verbally support them. I think these people are idiots for doing so. I think we should, blast them over the news, over the airwaves, let people see how idiotic they are, not blast them in a violent manner. Want to clarify, non-violent here. Yeah, they're saying you support Hezbollah is just absolutely wild to me.
Terror supporters.
I agree, but citizens? Nah, dude, that's crazy. What do you think? Just because somebody's a citizen, you should let them support terrorism here? Like, can we please disperse with this fantasy that these people are really American citizens? Do they identify as American citizens? Do they care about American culture? Why are you letting this legal distinction determine your ethics and your morality? You should think about what the right thing to do is.
Bro, what?
Think about what the right thing to do is. I don't think somebody should be put in jail just because they say they support Hezbollah. Saying it one time. I have said it multiple times in this video and quoting them, and I would not want to go to jail for having said that. I don't actually support them. So I don't think it's right to to put them in jail simply for an utterance. They should be watched. Should be put on some sort of terror watch list, because and again, if they're not U.S. citizens, then that should be an easy, immediate, like, nope, you're gone, goodbye. You are actively supporting and working against the American interests. Your privilege to be here is revoked.
What the fuck am I watching? Arrest them all. Hello? Dude, they're literally chanting their open support for terrorist orgs. Only in New York City, bro. What a clown fest. Oh my god. What the hell do you guys got going on over there? Listen, I'm fairly certain you get arrested for this in other countries, okay? I would never dare test this personally because I don't want to go to prison.
Yeah, but you also get arrested for owning a gun in other countries too. So just because other countries do it doesn't mean that that's the standard that we should go by. So, yeah, I think it's extremely distasteful. I think it's horrible. I think that these people are idiots, should be watched and possibly arrested if there's more to it and reason to arrest them for it. But the simple utterance of the phrase, I don't think it should be something that we arrest someone over. Maybe spend some time being detained and interviewed by FBI, since they are verbally chanting about support for a terrorist organization. I mean, maybe, absolutely, they should be investigated by the FBI. Yeah, I think that's where I land on this one. A little different point of view than Pegasus and Asmon on this one.
Prison, right? But I swear to God, like, how have we gotten to this point where this is like a regular thing that people can openly chant out there and be proud to say or whatever? It's extremely messed up. Like, these are actual evil people who kill innocent civilians. And here you are somehow proclaiming your support for them, all because what? You're anti-America, so that's why you gotta support the worst people on Earth? Absolutely insane, dude. You are also actively working against the interest of the country you live in, right? Which is reason enough to kick you out, I don't know. Or at the very least arrest you, because like, this is just not okay, you know? And I'm telling you, this is the effect of Hassan Piker. I've been saying it forever, all right? This guy is leading this army of terror supporters, right? He's creating these zombies on the streets, right? And he cheers the—
I think that might be a bit of a stretch. I think that Hassan Piker is propped up by these people more than he's creating them. I don't think he's the one causing them to go crazy. It's probably a little of A, a little B. He's probably what's the word I'm looking for? Making people more extreme, bring more extremists, radicalizing people. That's the word I was looking for. He's probably radicalizing people, absolutely. But there's plenty of people that were already there and are propping him up. And he's only relevant because of their support. And so if he were taken away, they would go and follow someone else entirely. So I don't get me wrong, I think Hassan Piker is a terrible person. I really dislike him. I dislike his politics. I dislike the way he acts, the things that he stands for. But I don't think he is responsible for everyone that watches him. Just like Asmongold is not responsible for everyone that watches him. Pegasus is not responsible for the people that watch it. If I were to go and punch someone in the face, I wouldn't be able to say, MorePegasus made me do it. It's just, nope. People are going to be crazy all on their own.
this on. He literally cheers this on. Now, it only gets worse. They have pictures of Khomeini, the dictator, of course. They're obviously praying for him, like Sneeko is as well.
Oh, I don't even know what to say about that. That's wild. That man, Khomeini, absolutely terrible human being. I don't see how anyone can be yeah, I guess people are indoctrinated into essentially a cult, and yep, okay, moving on.
But the funniest thing is the simultaneous support for Hezbollah and LGBT people. And yeah, it's the chickens for KFC logic back at it again. These people would literally kill you.
They have a poster of Khomeini. Oh my god. And now he's holding up more photos of the Iranian. Oh, that's the. Oh, look whose flag it is.
It's Hassan Piker's favorite flag.
So let's talk about our favorite flags.
Oh, like overall, what my
Yeah.
favorite flag?
Yeah.
Hezbollah.
It's the mustard flag. New York City Muslim mayor names New York's first trans woman to lead LGBTQIA+ office.
He added the A in there. They didn't have an A in there. Lesbian, gay, bi, trans, queer, intersex. I don't know what the A stands for. But they didn't include it. Maybe they're bigoted, leaving out the A's.
We all know too well the queer community, as well as intersecting communities and adjacent communities, are under extreme attack in this country from all angles, it seems, from the highest levels of government to society in general.
Oh, God.
And to even sometimes people that we consider friendly fire, unfortunately.
Wow.
And so now more than ever in this moment, it is so critical, I think, to have trans leadership, because
What do you need? What do you go to the gay office for? What is the purpose of the gay office? Like, I don't even understand this.
That's a good question. What is the purpose of the LGBTQI plus office? What does that mean? The New York City LGBTQI plus office. I cannot understand what. Sounds like government bloat to me. Sounds like more reason to spend taxpayer dollars on gender affirming care, quote unquote. Sounds like more reason to just. Sounds like Mamdani is again trying to just be performative and do things that he thinks looks good without actually thinking through beyond first order effects to figure out what effects might actually come down the line from creating a LGBTQI plus. Actually, as I'm seeing it, this person is to lead the new office. New office. Okay, so it is newly created for this person to lead. Yeah, wild to me. Weird.
are under extreme attack in this country.
So let's ask, how does Hezbollah treat the LGBT plus community? Hassan Nasrallah, head of Hezbollah, those who commit this act, even if they do it once, are to be killed.
God damn, even once? God damn, bro is not a very forgiving man.
No experimenting in college for Hezbollah.
Let's just say, but yeah, interesting. So here's the thing. When you say you support Hezbollah, whatever, you are automatically anti-LGBT, okay? You cannot have those two things at the same time, right? Yet somehow you have these people praying for, terrorist groups, dictators, all of this, while also waving pride flags. I mean, how ignorant, how stupid, how unbelievably moronic can you be?
Yeah, it's real dumb.
And this is only possible if you are routinely consuming the Hassan Piker broadcast, because that's like the only place where this sort of logic applies.
Having spent some time living in Oregon, no, it's not just the Hassan Piker broadcast. I spent time in the Portland area. It's this sort of wild, like, inability to, cognitive dissonance. The cognitive dissonance of both supporting a terrorist group that kills gay people on one side, and then on the other side of your mind supporting gay people. That's absolutely present without Hassan Piker's help. It's not just an online thing. There are people in the real world out there walking amongst us that think this way, that don't see the contradiction there.
If you're watching Hassan streams 10 hours a day, every day for like years, I mean, then this is the likely outcome, right? You're going to go out on the streets. You're going to think this massive injustice is being done against the terrorist groups, I suppose. I don't know what the fuck the logic is here. Yeah, this is the only way you develop this completely regarded ass worldview that any normal person looking at goes, yeah, this is embarrassing. You're unbelievably uneducated. And the fact is, half of these people are probably like college educated students, and they'll go out in the world and be like, oh yeah, we're really smart. We have a degree. Oh my God, we've done all these years of research and stuff. And then they come out like this. We're unable to operate just even the little bit of common sense thinking where you can take two things that are complete opposites and realize that, hey, these two opinions can't go together. Utterly embarrassing, pathetic. The entire world is laughing at you. And shout out to the sane Americans out there combating this fucking insanity, because I can't imagine dealing with this in real life, right? I only have to deal with this through the internet, right? Watch these fucking crazy people, but I'm glad I never have to come across.
I'm curious, Mr. Pegasus, are you one of us that sits in our inside all the time? I think if I remember right, you're from Singapore. Is this not something that you have to deal with in Singapore? If so, that sounds absolutely lovely. Maybe I'll have to visit someday.
Across these creatures IRL, but that would be something else. Like, imagine sitting next to these people in class or something, or like your coworkers. Yikes.
Not just class, not just in class, not just the students in class next to you, but also the teachers that are teaching you.
New York used to say never forget, and yeah, there's been like a recent terrorist attack as well. I saw a clip of this guy just like launching a bomb over some dude's shoulder who was talking about how we should accept everybody, and then these people came in, which was hilarious.
And we want everyone here to stay in New York. You don't get to come from outside and then tell everyone else.
Listen, here's how things should operate. If you commit crimes, you should be put in prison for a long time, preferably a long enough time so that you learn to never commit that crime ever again.
Yeah, our justice system needs to seriously be cranked up a notch to the point where we're actually going after and punishing people that commit crimes. It won't take long of actually going after people and people learning that there are actual consequences to promoting violence, inciting violence, that there are consequences to throwing a bomb. Like the violence needs to stop.
Again, right? And if you can't do that, you end up with places like New York City, where God knows what the hell is going on. If you hate America so much, why are you here? Free shit. I guess there's a lot of like fraud and exploitation going on. Who knows? New York 9/11.
All the fraud and exploitation going to people from other countries makes me feel like I'm some sort of idiot by trying to play it by the book and not scam or fraud my way to millions. Like, what kind of a doofus am I actually trying to do the right thing when it seems so easy for others to just take advantage of us?
We'll never forget. New York 2026. Please spank us again. Occupying a land while waving the flag of its enemies is very literally an act of war. Hence why it's probably illegal in a lot of places. Also, these same people do a variety of things such as like burning the US flag or stuff like that, which is, you know, again, illegal in other countries. I don't know if they changed the rules regarding that or whatever. I can't keep up, but this is just a lot of disrespect, I feel like.
My understanding is last time it was brought before SCOTUS, they said that burning the American flag is a part of freedom of speech, and so people are allowed to burn the American flag. Assuming it's an American flag that you own. Obviously, if you're destroying somebody else's American flag, then that's not just free speech, you're destroying their property, but yeah.
At what point are we going to call this exactly what it is, an invasion? Well, I feel like a lot of problems would be instantly solved if you got rid of a few of the media people, such as Hassan, who needs to be permabanned, right? If Hassan gets permabanned, the 30,000 fucking rejects watching him, hopefully, you know, they go to other content that isn't as regarded, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. I think, like I said earlier, if he were to be removed, if he were to be banned, people would move on to new creators, move on to someone else. There would be someone else that rises up to kind of take his place. Hopefully one that is better, less hateful. Someone that encourages people to actually communicate and understand each other rather than just be blatantly hateful towards each other.
and they don't have an open space to justify supporting terrorists. This is crazy. In the same city that 9/11 happened to as well.
Yeah.
Bro, New York has gone down the gutter. Dude, I remember when growing up, it used to be like the greatest place on earth. Everybody would talk about it, right? Like all around the world, it'd be like, oh my God, I want to go to New York City, bro. That's like the greatest place ever. Wow. Or like even California or like Hollywood and shit. Now it's like, stay away as far as humanly possible. How is it not treason? God knows, bro. Like, if you had any self-respect, you just fucking arrest these people, you know? Like, if you had any level of, like, competency. I asked the classic, I hate this country, but I love to live in this country. These people will 100% unalive you if they had the chance. I mean...
Yeah, the I hate this country, but I want to live in this country. The how dare you try to prevent us from, or don't make us go back to the country that we're waving the flag of. We love that country, so you should let us stay here. The logic doesn't exactly track for me.
That's not too far-fetched considering they're supporting terrorists who do the same. GG boys, New York has fallen. Never forget, we forgot. I'm in upstate New York. They need to separate us from New York City. Yeah, a bunch of you responded as well that you guys do live in New York. And yeah, you make the distinction between you guys and them and like whatever this is, God knows. Moving on to Sneeko in the latest edition of the franchise, Resident Evil Cocklord. Shout out WestJet for the coverage. Apparently, Sneeko is divorcing his lover, Andrew Tate, who tried to expose him as gay.
Tate and Sneeko are beefing, and then Tate called Sneeko gay?
A few years ago, there was a streamer, I think everybody knows who I'm talking about, who was obsessed with me. If I got a girl's number on Fresh and Fit, he tried to do the same thing. Every single thing I did, he copied verbatim. He tried to be me, literally be me. He was obsessed with me. And I thought he just wanted to be famous, and that turned out to be a homosexual obsession.
Oh my God, bro. Oh, hell no.
I don't trust anything that Andrew Tate says either, so, you know, whatever. He can spout whatever he wants to say.
He started telling me that he had this cuck thing that was exposed. He had this big cuck scandal, and he asked me what I think about cucking and if it's normal to explore your sexuality and if I've ever tried it. And I said, look, I'm older than you, bro, and I've never tried that. I don't think that's normal. And he started saying, isn't it normal just to try new things? Don't you think it's normal to be curious? How do you know if you're really gay or not unless you've tried being gay? And then I realized he was coming on to me. And when I realized he was coming on to me, I thought the best thing I can do is just not talk to him anymore.
What he's gonna do, he's gonna bring up clips from a podcast from like 5-6 years ago where I was a stand-up comedian at the time, and we were joking, and on streams joking, but like,
bro, think he Joe Rogan. Find the clip, JB.
But like when I was like 14, I thought I was gay. I watched gay porn.
Going around where people pretend that there's these, like they say that you did gay porn. Most of those pictures are fake. The other ones, I was 17, and there are leaked photos that I sent to a girl that leaked online.
To be fair, the AI photos were crazy.
Right. I mean, I don't really care if Sneeko is gay or not.
Yeah, I'm in the same place as Pegasus here. I don't care if Sneeko's gay. I don't care. I don't know why it's any of my business. I don't know why he chooses to broadcast it to the world. It's real weird.
Tate and Sneeko are both well-known liars, just complete clowns, so I wouldn't really take any of them seriously. But Sneeko has admitted some cuckery, so those allegations are not being beat. He did watch his girl get hanky-pankied, so to speak.
And so I saw her, I've seen her fuck other men, and it's just like, that was...
Yeah, I heard about this.
Yeah, I saw like, literally right...
I can't be no bully.
Yeah, I do. I love it, yeah, I love her.
And you allowed the love of your life to get fucked by another man.
We went on 2 different occasions. The first time,
crazy.
The first time, as soon as I saw like 3 pumps in, I just got up and walked out. I'm just like, I can't do that.
But yeah, I feel like the Iranian regime would not like to find that out, that if Sneeko was gay, then like, I don't think they'd put him on TV, you know? Or they might anyways,
yeah.
I don't know.
Hadn't thought about that.
So then Sneeko says he got betrayed.
Since then, he has mentioned me every single day in every single stream he does. Andrew Tate wore a gambling t-shirt. Andrew Tate drove a car. Andrew Tate drunk coffee. Andrew Tate this. Andrew Tate that. He is obsessed with me. And if you see the way he talks about me, you can see in his eyes. It's not because he is morally superior. It's not because he just wants clicks. It's a homosexual rage which is suppressed.
I can see why they call him the top G now.
Guys, watch him do it and look in his eyes while he does it. It is a suppressed homosexual rage. He is enraged.
And see, time and time again, it's the people that are closest to you that you've defended the most. People that I've went to back and forth with moist criticals because I was defending people that I thought were my friends.
I mean, speaks for itself, doesn't it? I don't know. I feel like Sneako's a bit naive and too trusting because, bro, I don't think Tate ever considered him a friend.
Yeah.
Tate, I probably got banned and my reputation changed forever.
I don't know. In the circles I run at, destroying your own reputation for another man could be seen as gay, but I digress.
I'm gay.
Andrew Tate says no issue, shakes my hand, and wants to do a video with me in New York. Then the club thing happens, it goes and tries to throw me under the bus to ruin my character. To try to ruin my career.
Okay, I would feel bad for Sneeko for being like double-crossed or betrayed.
Yeah, I think Sneeko ruined his own career. He, like, what? What the hell is he talking about? Someone else did it to him. He's ruined his own reputation pretty well.
But, like, why would you trust the known scammer Andrew Tate? That is the
That too.
least trustworthy guy on the planet, bro. And I just can't be asked to feel sympathetic towards Sneeko, the guy literally aligning with Hassan Piker, despite being on the opposite side. Just the levels of regard.
Oh, sorry about that.
Of this guy are just beyond my understanding, you know?
I've known he's gay forever, and I didn't care. He came on to me, it was weird. It's gonna come out what he's really been up to. You're gonna see he's not a pinnacle of Islam. He's not a pinnacle of morality. He's very far from it.
Yeah, no, Sneeko's not a pinnacle of morality. Neither is Andrew Tate. They're both kind of scumbags.
Dude, how retarded do you have to be to think that Sneeko is the pinnacle of morality? To be fair, Sneeko himself probably doesn't even think that anyway.
Whenever I start to rise like this is when all the vultures, leeches, clout chasers, and 7K influencers flock in to try to destroy me. It's happened today. I've seen it from all the same usual suspects.
Yeah, totally, Sneeko. Everybody's after you. Like, the entire Matrix is coming after you because you're so successful and awesome. Wow. Yeah, I just don't know what the fuck this guy's yapping about, bro. Like, you got double-crossed or betrayed by Tate. I mean, that's like the most predictable thing to happen. Two re-gods fighting. Just a classic recurring segment on this channel. Beating the Matrix, turning to beating each other off. Andrew just finished on Sneeko and he enjoyed it. Both of these guys prove no matter how rich you are, the money cannot unlame you. Both of them are hypocrites. Never meet your heroes, Sneeko. Yeah, I mean, obviously it was just like using you to grift further or whatever the hell, bro. Like, to actually think that you were going to be part of his like tribe or his group or whatever the
Yeah, I've never really followed Sneeko or Andrew Tate very closely. The little I've seen of them is that I did not like either of them, so just kind of steered clear. So I don't have a whole lot to add to this this lovers quarrel they have going on.
fuck he has going on, bro. You're such a loser, man. Like, holy fuck. Bro actually thought he was gonna become a top G. Like, holy shit. Like, you're just lucky you didn't get scammed for all your money. Moving on to D-Gen streamer Destiny confronting rank #1 Hassan simp Taylor Lorenz, the very reliable journalist, obviously, and he's talking about the shock collar saga. Now, reminder: Taylor was an avid defender of Hassan in this. Destiny asked Taylor Lorenz if she's a color gate denier. It was not a shock collar. Oh, brother.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. Well, hey, thank you for the contentious conversation. Stay safe. Have fun.
At least I got my 10-minute spiel about digital rights in at the end. So
you did
it was
indeed.
all
Wait,
worth
okay.
it.
One final spicy question. Do you acknowledge
What?
that Hassan was shocking his dog to keep it in place on stream the entire time? Or are you a shock collar denier?
I've seen the collar and it was not a shock collar,
Ooh, major L.
but I think he loves Kaya and he treats Kaya very well. And
Mm-hmm.
I think a lot of people in LA don't treat their dogs well.
Oof, getting mogged by Destiny. That's embarrassing.
But I know this is going to divide the internet
Okay.
for all time, so
All right.
I will just remain neutral on it.
Well, have
But
fun.
everybody go to badinternetbills.com. That's the most important thing. Don't worry about Hassan.
How many times do we have to teach you this lesson, old hag? I've seen the color. It's a vibration color. First off, he has multiple colors. He's admitted this. Second off, QT went to his house, saw the prongs cut off, and taped over. I will keep repeating it until you get it through your goddamn head. She confirmed it's a shock color 100%. And so did the fucking manufacturing company. Are you actually kidding me?
Same with the debunker, XQC, going through investigating everything. Like, come on, guys. Nobody actually believes that he wasn't shocking his dog. Doesn't mean he shocks Kaya every day, but he absolutely was shocking her on stream. Like, it's the fact people are still trying to deny it is kind of wild.
No matter how many times you repeat this lie, you will never, never rewrite history. You absolute shameless piece of shit. You dare to call yourself a journalist while reporting on Roblox protests. He's not gonna sleep with you, you desperate gooner. Yeah, he definitely loves Kaya very much, and it's like the cage fight.
I mean, he might sleep with her. Dude has no morals and no standards, so I don't know. Maybe she's still hoping.
He set up while desperately laughing with spit gurgling from his mouth. Now click this video
What an
for a
asshole.
little bit of sanity in your life, you know? Hopefully you don't lose faith in humanity. The legendary series will keep that alive, but okay. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.
We pitched illegal...
No. Back.
Welcome back to... on Roblox
Thank you, Pegasus, for giving us a review of the Slop for the day, giving us our entertainment and our news. God, I love Slop news. I know it's like lowest tier content, but I love it. I love it. Pegasus is the GOAT with the legendary series. The legendary series! So, thank you for that. Good video. Oh, let me like the video. Boop. Give that a like. And with that, I need to pee. So I'll be back shortly.